Hi Ricky and Kate, thanks so much for coming in
Hi,
today.
Thank
How are
you.
you going?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good.
That's good. Well, I'm really glad you came in after our
Yeah.
initial phone consultation. So I guess I'm wondering, what do you want to gain and achieve out of our sessions together?
Well, just as briefly said on the phone, like trouble with my son.
Mhm.
So I don't really, I guess management around how to deal with my son, some kind of direction. Is, like I said, he's got a substance and alcohol problem, or well, I think it's a problem. Now, from having a think about after having a chat with you, it's like that codependent relationship. Because I'm a single dad, I feel pretty bad if I say no to my son, whose name is Jack. So I find it hard, basically I find it hard to put boundaries in place.
Okay.
Running the show basically, and I don't know how to put the handbrake on.
Okay.
Yeah, the guilt, the shame of that carrying from the relationship breakdown, what he had to go through there, and I just have no real direction.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like you have some good insight to your son and your situation and to what you want to achieve. So you want your son, I suppose, to have more boundaries in place and behave better.
Yeah, and for I guess the relationship to be a bit more healthy.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, like we talk, but he doesn't follow through with anything that I do as a parent,
Okay.
so to speak.
So you want to get some connection and respect from him, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good goal. I suppose I'm wondering what you've tried in the past to get Ricky to
Well, so like in regards to the substance, so if he's using a little bit too much,
yeah.
like I'll let him know, say, look, just pull back a bit and like have a good time. You're young and you go out with your mates, but don't overdo it because it ruins lives. But he just won't listen to that, and then and then I kind of continue to support that behaviour. So when he's all strung out and hungover, I'll melly-cotton him during the day and just make sure that he's okay. And so honestly, I haven't really tried anything. I just allow the behaviour to continue.
All right.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So,
yeah.
I'm too nervous because he'll crack it and take off, or who knows what he'll do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you mentioned he doesn't listen. Has there ever been an exception where you have made a connection to him and he has turned around and listened to you?
Not that I can remember. Maybe when he was like a young fella, but not so much in these days. So yeah.
Right.
It would be primary school. Make sure you take your lunch, Ricky. Jack, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like really petty stuff, but
yeah.
So
you don't really feel he's ever had any rules or?
I don't think so. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
If I really look at it, no boundaries. Yeah, he's always been allowed to do whatever he wants.
Okay. And what are the main things you would like to see changed from his behaviour?
The big one's the substance
Okay.
misuse. Like, he's off the radar. He's smoking weed, smoking ice pipes, drinking like no tomorrow. So that behaviour is really concerning.
Okay.
I don't know where he's getting the money from. He's really temperamental. And he's a talented kid. Like he doesn't do well at school.
Yeah.
But he's good with his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just labour at the moment, but yeah, he can definitely do his trade of some sort, but just
That's really positive.
but
Yeah.
doesn't want to apply himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you a question that's going to take a bit of imagination.
Yeah.
If you went to sleep tonight and a miracle was to occur and you woke up tomorrow morning and everything was as you desired, what would be the first thing you'd notice?
But Jack would have a job. He'd be clean and sober and enjoying it, being happy, like a happy kid that he used to be.
Yeah.
And then for me, I'd be waking up without the worry of, is Jack going to survive the day? What's he getting up to?
Yeah. So it sounds to me like you're very consumed in Jack's life and it's taking away from your self-focus and your self-care maybe.
Yeah, like I haven't really, but isn't that being a parent as well? Like, he's my guy. I have to look after him, I have to be the homeowner, I have to be responsible for his well-being as a whole. So that's my responsibility as a parent.
Yeah, I can definitely appreciate that.
And
so you said you've never tried anything in the past to cull in his behaviour in any way. What kind of ideas do you have? You must have thought of some kind of strategies or ideas, or how could I help support him in a way that's more, I suppose, beneficial and proactive?
He's always liked his music and things like that, so I've tried to encourage him to get back into that.
Yeah.
But that's as far as it really goes. So just encouraging his interest, but that's lost as well. So like I don't know as far as what else do I can't force him to do anything. So like I've just encouraged back to that interest, but and like I guess putting in those warning signs of this is a one-way street, buddy, but he doesn't listen.
Yeah.
He continues to do that. So that's thereafter I just don't know what else I can do.
And is Jack living at home with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's basically support everything, and what money he does earn, he doesn't pay board because he has no money.
Okay.
It's all going up on the booze and party. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you say this relationship and Jack's behaviour is affecting your life?
I'm always worried, so yeah, I'd say it's a 9.5, maybe blow it out past 10.
Okay.
Like it's pretty occupying.
Yeah.
I don't really have much freedom in myself at all.
Yeah, which brings me to my next question, which is, what kind of strategies do you think you have to improve your own life and maybe set some boundaries that could be beneficial to Jack, but also to keep yourself in a good space?
I don't know, because that's a tough one, Kate. Because if I start thinking about myself, like I'm taking away from that responsibility of being a parent. And so if I start doing those things or looking after myself, and going out and being, that social person that I am, and I'd be taking away from Jack.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you feel like you'd be an insufficient parent if you were to look more after yourself and
Yeah.
take that focus off Jack.
Oh, it's yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you define your main goal of coming to the counselling experience?
I guess regaining that connection with Jack. Like,
Okay.
yeah. How do I achieve that when he keeps putting up the walls and I feel like I'm just getting used and he's just living this existence in my house, but I get nothing in return other than grief.
Yeah.
So regaining that connection, getting my power back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have there ever been any other times in your life where you've lost connection and been able to regain it?
No. Say that question again.
Sorry, so
that's quite alright.
just
Nice.
I'm just wondering about other periods of your life where you might have had a relationship. I know it's going to be different from a father-son relationship that's
Yeah.
maybe been estranged or broken down.
I guess
And
just
you've
the
regained
the
connection.
relationship, like the mother of his,
Yeah.
like the mother, like that was definitely like there was a lot of power imbalance there and a lot of arguments and it was struggle, that one. And then regrouping after that took some time.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's probably the most obvious one that we can that I can draw on
Okay.
in regards to